Hi there. It's Síobhan McSweeney, and I'm here to record a little message for the Young Adults Book Festival 2020. I'm sort of at a loss what to tell you, really, because as I'm doing this, we're in the middle of waiting for election results in the US. We have here in London just started lockdown. In Ireland, you're in the middle of lockdown, and the clocks have gone back, so it's even darker earlier. So it's a bit of a grim time, frankly, isn't it? I really know it's a grim time. It's a grim time for me, and I'm very lucky. So I can imagine people who are not feeling as lucky as I am, how they're getting through this. And I suppose what I would say is that this is what I feel. I think now more than ever, art and creativity is the important thing, is the thing to hold on to. Through creativity, we discover and explore our own humanity. And I think in a time of isolation and of anxiety and of uncertainty, our collective humanity is what's going to get us through this. And I know it's really tough for you. I really do know that. And I suppose if you could read a book, listen to a podcast, watch a comedy, maybe, but do something that sort of keeps that muscle alive. Do you know? Do something that keeps you engaged with your own humanity and keeps you engaged with the future. If nothing else, creativity is a great way of getting out of the room you're in. It's a great way of getting out of the present and into a fantasy, into a future time when things are different, when you're taller, when you're older, when you have a bit more power. I know we all feel really powerless at the moment. I can imagine as a young person that feeling must be intensified. Art and creativity is a way out of that. And we really need you, frankly. When all this is over, and it will be over, it really will, we're going to need young people who have been in gyms, creative gyms. Like as an actor, I can't really do anything without other people. So, my industry is in huge, huge difficulty at the moment because we need each other. And the very sort of purpose of expression and of creativity is to speak to somebody else. And we are in trouble now because we can't do that. But what you can do is keep fit. Keep fit so when there is a time that when we are allowed back in to see each other, to communicate to each other, to express with each other, that we have spent this time, I won't say wisely, or productively. These are all sort of quite, even the thought of them makes me think of like essays and tax returns and deadlines that I have already missed. But that we're fit, we're ready. There's a lot of life to be lived. And I think that this is a challenge, most definitely. But it's not a full stop, and it's not a dark time. There is a chance to use it as a moment for digging deep within yourself, digging deep, see how deep can your imagination go, how deep can your creativity go. I'm finding I'm getting back into reading. I'm not just saying that because it's a book festival. But I'll be honest with you, for ages, I didn't really read. I was listening to radio programs, or I'd listen to music, or I'd watch a lot of telly. Wouldn't even go to the cinema, I'd watch a lot of telly. But I'm finding a certain kind of solace in reading now. There's a certain kind of peace that I find, regardless of the content of the books. That's not to say that I don't think that you should be watching telly or listening to, I don't care what you do, frankly, once it feeds you, once it feeds that bit of you that is in danger of languishing at the moment. We need that special, unique, compassionate and powerful piece of you to be strong. So when all this is over, we have an army of young people who are ready to take on the mantle of this, of leadership and of hope in this very, very conflicted world and time. But it will get better. I really do believe that. I think it is already. We just need you fit, frankly. So go to that gym, take out the book, watch as much as you want on telly, but make sure you're eating it. You're not just gulping it down. Savour it. You could tell all my metaphors revolve around food. Listen to music, play music if you can. Make stuff if you can. Make stuff with you. I'm not going to give you like some granny. When I was a child, who gives a damn? It's a disaster. You know more than me. You know how to speak to your own centre. So do that. Pick up a book. Watch some telly. Watch a film. Write a film. Write a part for me. We need you. We need you to be fit. We need you to be whole, and we need you to be human. And the way to do that is by having a constant dialogue with your creativity. Mind yourself.